Wabba hello guys and welcome back to another review by me. Now today we're not doing anything DC related, we're not doing anything Doctor Who related. You will have to excuse the packaging. As you can see, it does say SD Xbox 360 at the top, and it does say, and there are like kind of stickers on the packaging itself. Now I actually bought this from a boot sale, so it's second hand, but it's basically everything's there and it's all unopened. It is the Lara Croft A Survivor is Born game figure. And it's the survival kit, as they call it. So let's open the box and see. Okay, so this is the stuff out of the packaging. As you can see, you've got her weapons there and the figure itself there. I'm going to keep the tin in the background and let's look at the figure itself. Okay, so let's take a look at the figure. As you can see, there is brilliant detail in her eyes, nice blue bright eyes, and the hair is just beautiful. If I just show you the hair, you can just see every little strand of detail in the hair, and obviously even the little bobble and how long it is, it's beautiful. Obviously going around the back you can see the little sheath where she puts, I'm not sure if she puts her arrows in there or her bow, not sure yet. She's got a bandage on her arm, which is obviously from where she's injured herself. Her arms are covered in dirt, her chest is covered in dirt. I do like the little sort of pendant thing they've put on her neck. I do think it's quite accurate to the game, to be quite honest. I do like the little addition that not only can you see obviously her vest that she's wearing, but you can also see a bit of her bra strap, so you can tell that, you know, she's living her life normally before this. Moving down, you can see that there are elements. She's got like a textured pants type thing. They're a bit like army pants in a way, but better, I suppose. Moving round, like I said, they've definitely got the butt accurate. She's got two pockets on it, and obviously there is like the belt that goes continuously around her leg for where she can put her gun in. Obviously she's got a bandage around her leg, and there are some torn bits where you can see exposing flesh going down. Just so that I forgot to mention, on her hand she does also have a watch, which is very cool. Moving down to her lower legs, as you can see, there are the addition of like the flesh thingy, and obviously the little bandages that she gets wrapped around her boots for some reason, style I suppose. And then she does have these nice boots, which I'm not sure what brand they're supposed to be. They're just boots in a way, I suppose. But I think they're really cool, and the detail on them is just immaculate. It's beautiful, and every little inch of it. On the bottom, there's just a bit of legal guff, but you can't really see it. There you go, just a bit of it there. And that's it. There are no peg holes for a change. So let's look at the articulation. Okay, so first of all we'll start with articulation on the head. Her head can swivel slightly, but it is hinged kind of by the thing, as this does come out, but I don't want to take it out because I think it looks super cool. But it does swivel around so that you can avoid knocking it. Her head can tilt side to side. Her arm is ball jointed and can move out at 90 degrees and can also do a 360 degree swivel. There is also a 360 degree turn at the bicep. There is a 90 at the elbow and a 360 at the elbow. Moving down the hand, there is a pivot on the hand that moves up and down, and 360 on the hand. On her chest she has a slight ab crunch that moves up and down, which is awesome. Moving down, her waist also swivels slightly, but I wouldn't swivel it too much. As you can see, it does get exposed a bit further up. Her legs can kick out, so she can do the splits, because obviously she does have to be quite flexible. She can kick forward, but I wouldn't do it too much because of obviously the belt and you don't want to stretch it. She can kick backwards slightly. This one does it more, I think. She doesn't have any kind of, the legs can sort of move like that, but there's no bicep. Her knees, however, they are actually double jointed. As you can see, she can kick herself in the arse. There's no 360 on the knee. However, moving down, there is ankle pivot by 360. You can also move it side to side, and you can also pivot it up and down. And I believe there is something with the shoe as well. You can also turn the front of the shoe, which I don't know why, but yeah, apparently that is a thing. Yeah. Okay, so these are the accessories that the figure comes with. It comes with her iconic shotgun, her iconic kind of like pickaxe sort of thing, her iconic handgun pistol, and it comes with 3 swappable hands, obviously. One so that she can hold the bow, one so she can hold the gun, and one so she can hold the shotgun and the pickaxe survival axe thingy. So obviously it comes in this sort of little packaging here. We are going to open it up now, and I'm going to show you how to switch the hands over. Okay, so the hands just pop off nice and easy. Okay, so the hands just pop off nice and easy. Okay, so the hands just pop off nice and easy. Okay, so the hands just pop off nice and easy. Just to demonstrate with the other hand, I have taken this one off, and I'm just going to put this one on. It just pushes on like that. It doesn't clip on, it just pushes on. As you can see, I've also changed this hand of hers as well. I do like the fact that they've added detail to it, so that obviously both of her left arms are strapped and both of her right arms are not. I believe she comes with more than... I think she comes with 2 spare right hands and only 1 spare left hand. So now let's look at the accessory. Okay, so the first of the 3 weapon type things that it actually comes with is the shotgun. As you can see, it does have the hand grip bandage, which you can actually craft within the game. The detail on this weapon, from the actual reload trigger, from where the gun barrel would be, to actually where the trigger would be, I think it's very good for the detail that's on it. And I'm not sure if she can constantly hold it in her arm, or if it will actually slide into the back of her thingy, like so. I think it does, because I've seen people have it in there. I'm not sure how to get it in there. I think it's hinged by something, I don't know. Does it go in this way, or is it the other way it goes in? I don't know. There we go. It's in, kind of, you know. I can't be bothered putting it in. So yeah, that's the shotgun. Let's go look at the hand. Okay, so this is the handgun pistol. What would be cool is if she actually came with 2 pistols, because she does use 2 pistols in this game, as does Lara Croft in the original games. But the detail on such a small thing, I think it's very good, to be honest. It kind of reminds me like of a smaller Action Man type accessory, because obviously this is quite a big figure. I will do a size comparison to figure sizes a little bit later on. But as you can see, the handgun is quite detailed for how small it is. You can see the little ridges on the actual, like the barrel when it fires. There is even the detail of them adding a little trigger. You can't really see where they'd actually pull the ammo thing out, but you can see where the ammo case goes in. And that's about it really for this gun. There's not much detail. It's like a grey thing. There's not much paint on it really. So that's about it, and obviously it does just slot into her hand like so she can fire it, or it can also just get slotted into her little holder for it. There. And the last of the 3 accessories, which I'm doing at the moment, is this claw. Pig claw, I'm not sure what it's called actually. She basically finds it and then starts using it, and you can upgrade it to have like grips and stuff on it. And what I think is really cool is that you can actually feel like that's actually really textured, like you can feel the teeth sort of going into me there. I think there's a really cool red paint colour on it. You really guys can't really... There you go, there's the red paint colour. I think it's really cool. I don't really know if you can make it any better. It's definitely game accurate, to be honest with you, and obviously the little handle there, which is just silver and slanted, and obviously that does just slot into her hand. I'm not sure if it'll go into this hand, but it goes into one of her hands. I'm not sure which hands of hers it goes into. It might not actually be this hand. I might have to change her into a different hand to actually put it into her hand, because I think this is one of the gun hands, yeah. But if you put like maybe this hand on her, she should be able to hold it. Now let's go look at the other accessories such as the bow. Just before I actually open the packaging, I just want to show you what it's like. You've got the instructions here on how to change the swappable hands. You've got the bow itself here, and there's even a little arrow that comes with it. So let's open it up. So just before I actually show you the bow and that, I just wanted to show you a quick look at the instructions. It actually shows you which guns go with which hand that you can swap with. Obviously one of them is actually for the arrow, which I believe is the one I've just put in her hand. And obviously it also tells you how to switch them and actually where the guns go. So obviously the shotgun does go in the back and the pistol does go in the thing. So let's take a look at. Okay, so this is the bow. I'm not sure what I can show you about it really, because it is just wooden. Well, it's not wooden, it's just resin really. One thing I don't like about it is I was hoping this would be a little bit more bendy so that you could pull it back and you could actually shoot with it. Well, make it look like she's about to shoot with it, but you can't really bend it that much. It's like a really hard plastic. I don't like that feature, but I do like the way it kind of looks handcrafted, because obviously she does handcraft. Well, actually it isn't handcrafted, but she finds it on the island and then she does sort of craft new things onto it. But this isn't the bow she actually uses at the start of the game, and she does get better bows throughout the game. But I do like the addition of this, but I do wish that you could pull it back a bit more and not having to worry about possibly breaking it. Now let's look at the arrow. Okay, so as you can see, here is the arrow. Now the arrow is a lot more detailed. As you can see, there's the little black flint here, which you can clearly tell has been handmade from flint or stone. Moving down, you've got this nice brown wooden texture with these black rings on it that you can just make out there. And then moving down, you've actually got the feathers, which obviously you do actually have to collect feathers in the game to be able to make more arrows and craft more arrows, which I thought was really cool because it gives you this element of actually trying to survive on an island. So let's try and put the bow in. Okay, so here you can see her clearly holding the bow and the arrow in her hand. She does hold the bow really well, and she does hold the arrow really well. I'm not sure what you do with the arrow when you're not actually using it. I suppose you just have to put it aside and not display it. Other than that, I think this is such a supreme figurine. Now, when you actually buy it brand new, it's about 40 quid, and it does come with the game itself. Tomb Raider: A Survivor is Born, and it was kind of like, this was them reinventing the Lara Croft games, giving her a new backstory, reinventing it and that, and making it more modern. And it's one of my favourite games. I love the Tomb Raider games. The sequel, Rise of the Tomb Raider, is even more amazing, and I cannot wait for them to release a third one, hopefully, because I don't think they'll ever stop making Lara Croft. Someone will always want to develop Lara Croft, because Lara Croft is a piece of, it's an iconic character, an iconic game character that our great grandchildren will still know about existing somewhere. But other than that, this has been a great figurine. Just before I do wrap up the video, I just want to say this one actually came with this little, like, pack thing. I'm not sure what it's for. Hang on a minute, I'll show you a better view of it. Yeah, it came with this. I'm not actually sure what it's for. It's like some little plastic wallet type thing, and I'm guessing that you can store it when she falls over. Store accessories in there, because it's probably what I'll use it for. There's Velcro there and there's Velcro there, but you can't actually kind of tie it up properly. Okay guys, so that is it for this review. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like down below and leave a comment what you think of the figure.